friends, Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and we've got Alder on with us here today, and we are going to be talking about a really special book that I think you're going to absolutely love. I know I did. It was a book I actually hadn't heard of before picking it up, which is kind of surprising, right? Are you kidding me? The Dragon Librarian did not know about a book. Well, I did, apparently, and I found it on a whim, picked it up, and just completely fell in love with it, and I think it was perfect for this time of year. So we're right in the middle of some of the holiday seasons, right? We've got cold weather going on if you're in certain parts of the world. I know here in Michigan it's been very cold and snowy lately. You want to stay in, you want to be cozy, you want to drink warm beverages, you want to forget about the troubles of the world and just totally immerse yourself in a really fun murder. Were you expecting me to say something like a Christmas romance? No, that's not what you need right now. You need a murder mystery, a cozy murder mystery that is involving librarians. Who doesn't want to read something like that this time of year? Honestly, this book was so perfect. It is just such a cozy, fun read. I absolutely adored it. And like I said, it wasn't even on my radar at all, which is crazy because how could I miss a book that was called The Librarians? Are you kidding me? So this book was an absolute delight, and it takes place in this small library branch and features 4 different librarians, okay? And the 4 librarians working there each have their own story, their history, and a sort of secretive past, or at least secrets in their past that they do not want other people to know about. Okay, so you've got Hazel, who is the newcomer here. She's traveled from halfway around the world looking for a new start. You've got Astrid, who is basically throws herself into her work to try to escape this heartbreak that she's going through. Although the man that ghosted her 6 months ago is now back, and it looks like trouble is on the horizon with that. You've got Jonathan, who is a ex-football player when he was in high school, like athletic, but he's never fit in anywhere but the library. And then you've got Sophie, who is the manager there, and she has more to lose than anybody. She's got a very, very, very big secret in her past that she does not want known. She keeps herself really well distanced from her coworkers. She's friendly but distant, and just does not allow herself to form any real relationships with any of them because of the stuff in her past. So this is fine, right? You've got all kinds of different people working everywhere, right? In a library, it's a welcoming place. It's a safe spot. It's full of community and stuff until 2 patrons wind up dead after a murder mystery game night that was going on. So they had a game night at the library, and then after that, 2 patrons wind up dead. And because of these 2 patrons winding up dead, the police and the investigation and everything is actually threatening a lot of the secrets from these librarians' past. So they decide that what they have to do is they have to work on becoming closer with each other, and they need to take matters into their own hands to try and find out what is going on. Is it the same killer that got both of these people? Is it something completely separate from the library? Is it something that has to do with the library? Is it something that has to do with one of them? I don't know. These are all questions that these librarians have to ask before they, or while they rather, are trying to solve this very complex mystery. There's a lot of moving parts here. The points of view go back and forth between all the 4 librarians, so it's really great to be able to get in the mind of each of them, which I thought was really, really fun. So let's talk about what I loved about this book. So I'm going to be very open and forthright about this. My first level of enjoyment of this book is absolutely because it takes place in a library and features librarians solving a mystery. Listen, I'm easy to please. That sort of story is always going to grab me, being a librarian myself. The way that the author wrote these librarians was very well done. Sometimes I can be a little bit of a stickler for details with stuff like that. I mean, of course, it's my profession, right? And she did a really great job. I thought each of the characters were really well developed. They were very, very complicated, flawed individuals, all of them. None of them were perfect. All of them had made mistakes in their past, and yet I was rooting for all of them because they just felt really real, and they felt like people that I would want to be friends with in real life. The writing was really good. I thought the story was really, really good. I mean, you all know I'm meticulously horrible at guessing the ending of thrillers or mysteries or figuring out the whodunit. And of course, that was the same here. I had no idea what was going on until the very end. I really liked how the author was able to interweave all of these characters' stories into a very, really fascinating storyline that I thought was really good. Is it the best mystery or thriller I've ever read? No, but I really loved it a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I thought that the aspect of it being in a library and librarians working to solve the crime was really fun twist, and I loved that. You know, I love this book for that. I thought it was just a really, really fun time. So if you're looking, and it was definitely very cozy. Like, yeah, there's murder and there's bodies turning up and stuff, but there was a very cozy vibe that felt perfect to read this time of year when it's getting dark really early, it's cold out, you want to stay in under a blanket, drink some tea, drink some coffee, hot chocolate, whatever, and read this book because it's a lot of fun. It's just a cozy mystery featuring librarians doing what they do best. Solving crimes, I guess. I don't know. I would be the worst crime-solving librarian ever, but this book was really fun. I very much urge you to give it a shot because it was just a rip-roaring good time, and I loved it a lot. The Librarians by Sherry Thomas. Well, that's what I've got for you guys today. If you are also interested in this book, please feel free to come and check it out from Farmington Community Library. We do have it here, and thank you so very much for watching, my friends. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day, a very fantastic holiday season, and I will see you in the new year.